Okay, so we are continuing with the lore accurate build streak. Because last time was a bit of a massacre on me, I had 4 out of the 5 losses on last stream. I was considering restarting the streak, but I'm at 16 killers already at this point. So I think instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little redemption arc at the end, where every killer that I lose, I have to keep playing them over and over and over again until I win with the lore accurate streak. That way, I don't find myself doing the streak for like 5 months. Because this isn't exactly an easy streak. Well, with, you know, 2/3 of the killers having essentially no perks, and 1/3 of the killers only having like 1 or 2 good perks, except Blight for some reason. I don't know what he got to drown and a bunch of good things, but oh well. I guess sometimes I guess Blight gets everything. He has the best. He has one of the best powers. He's got the best lore. I suppose that makes sense. Yeah. So today we're starting off with Nemi, which I'm realizing as I go through this that I am bad at a lot of killers at this point. I really only have probably 1/3 of the cast where I feel confident in. Like Nurse, I feel confident. Hunters, I feel confident. Hag is like a 50-50. Either I run into survivors who don't know how to play against Hag and it's an easy 4K, or I run into survivors who do know how to play Hag or play against Hag, and it's gonna be real tough. So I guess it's like a 65-35 in my favor, because half the time they don't know how to play and it's an easy 4K, and then the other half the time it's like a back and forth 75-25, whatever. Duck, I'm pretty confident-ish. He's like an M1 killer with has free info, essentially, and a little bit of slowdown, which makes me confident in him in normal builds. Of course, that doesn't necessarily mean he'll be good here, because of course it's not a normal build. What the hell does Doc even have? Who knows? Let's take a look. He's got... Oh! Actually, he's got a pretty decent build. Surge and Surveillance, both good. Plaything is great on Doc because it's the only Oblivious perk that works properly with his power. Lightborn is there. Maybe it'll help me. Legion has coup. That's honestly, when I'm playing Legion, I want coup over every single other perk. When I'm playing most killers, I want coup over every single other perk, but Legion especially, because I think coup is the best chase perk, and you need a chase perk to get them down in the second half. Obviously, slowdown is nice, but I do think I've got a good chance with Legion with coup. Plague is a little bit iffy for me right now. Ghostface is a little bit iffy. Twins I feel confident in. They actually fixed Twins, which is I'm surprised because I didn't read it in the patch notes. But when I played them earlier, I was actually trying to test out how they felt with the bug, and the bug wasn't there. So I guess they either didn't mention it or I just missed it. Or maybe I just got lucky in the one game I played, I didn't get the bug, who knows? Pinhead I feel confident, Artist I feel confident, Sadako depends on the map, Judge I feel confident, Wesker I'm in the middle of, and Unknown I feel confident. So everyone except the ones I just mentioned, either I don't feel confident in, and it's going to be down to what build, or it's going to be a majority down to what build, instead of if I get 1 or 2 good, one good perk, I would probably feel confident with most of the ones I just mentioned. Nurse, what does Nurse have? Nurse is someone who's... That's the wrong build. I have I'm All Ears. And I guess Jagged Compass. Yeah, Nurse's stuff actually isn't too bad. It's an actual build-ish. Nemesis is somebody who... I have a little bit of trouble with sometimes. My brain will like turn on and off with him, where sometimes I'll have a match that I just sweep through, and sometimes I don't know, I become extremely extremely low IQ Nemesis, where I'm falling for the most obvious baits with my tentacle and missing all of them. I do like enduring on him, because he's sort of like Huntress in that people like to fake palace against him because of the tentacle. And so with enduring, you can call out their fake and not be super punished by it. You force them to drop the pallet, and then you can run them around again and force them to vault, which gets you a tentacle hit. Obviously, it depends on pallet and size and all that. But it's like, it's a pretty comfy perk. Ultimate weapon is okay-ish. It's not very good now that, like, 32 meters is not that big of a radius. It sort of depends on the map, but it's also, I think it's just screaming, there's no aura revealing. Blockers scream and reveal their position in game blindness, yeah. So it's not great. All Shaking Thunder is pretty map dependent, and even then, even on the maps where like you can get value out of it, it's not incredible. It's just worse coup, pretty much. Septic Touch, also not the best. So we have one good perk and three it exists kind of perks. Oh, to be fair, some of them may not exist depending on the map. Oh, I think I have everything correct. The correct what's it called? Add-ons. The only add-ons that are like really good for just generalized Nemi use are Lick Your Tongue and Marvin's Blood. Well, actually, also the vaccine case, I suppose. Everything else is a little bit more specialized or just kind of worse, I feel. Like you can make... Ooh, Treatment Theater. It depends on if there's solo queue or not. If it's solo queue, this could be really easy if they're in a... Well, actually, I guess it also depends on just if they know how to play. Treatment Theater is a very awkward one where it depends so heavily on their knowledge of the map. Survivors can have zero idea how to play the game, and it becomes very easy. Didn't see anybody. Huh, I went across the entire map. Okay, somebody was over there. I guess they just hid. Okay, scratch marks. And then they just disappear. Oh, I thought that... Oh boy. This is worrisome. The one thing that's scary is not finding anybody. Genuinely forgot that I even had the perk on. Walk right through the pallet. Damn. Wow, they literally got an entire gen done before I found somebody. That's... I am very surprised that missed. This is a genuinely terrible start. He knows exactly where I am. Ugh. I was trying to trick Cage, but he got infinite scene partner value. Man, there are like 2 gens done, and I haven't even touched. That's very unfortunate. But look in the basement. There are people with flashlights. This could be very valuable for me. Yeah, I'm not going to acknowledge the... Not going to acknowledge the archive's existence. 2 people over here. I really don't want to leave this basement for free. I may just patrol these gens for a while. Sprint burst. Still not touched. They are not coming. There we go. Oh, I sort of messed up the... They're not willing to... How did he get around me? I tried to infect Kate here, but did not work out. Didn't realize there was a window there. Just a little bit of her butt box. Probably not as valuable a basement as I really need it to be, honestly. I really keep thinking the hooks are scratch marks. This one is at like 50. I think that zombie's telling me someone's going for the unhook. Yeah. But they seem to have forgotten about this gen a little bit, which makes me want to, you know, feels like kicking is worthwhile. He has vision on me. I'm gonna try and cut the sable off, I guess. We have a Wicked? What are you doing? Okay, so she'll DS me in basement. Or not. I don't think she had the opportunity to do anything, so... Yeah, she's dead. I can tunnel her out. The second they unhook her. She has no protection. Essentially what I'm doing is defending this 3-gen. Still not touched this one. Ooh, yes! Camp her zombie! Perfect! I do actually have the ability to be a little bit committal. Is it a 3-gen or a 4-gen? Ooh, Kate, you are perfect. The second they unhook her, I go for the tunnel. As all good Nemesis I do. Alright, they have to unhook her, like, literally right now. Or she dies. Okay, that works too. I'm gonna go back for the gens. Ooh, perfect. She's not looking at me, so no dead hard. Really? That's surprising. Wait, that was part of my 3-gen. That's very surprising. And that falls into basement, don't it? No. Wrong one. I can't really afford to waste time on Kate if she has off... Actually, she doesn't have off the record. She may have DS though, which is what I can't waste time. Fuck me. Everything is at 0. Okay, that's so fine actually. Okay, here we go. I don't really care about you compared to Kate. For some reason I thought that she would be camping the pallet. Now, I do need to be fast about this down. That's the only thing. It might have been worth committing to him. Oh, wait. Okay. Nicholas is not doing anything valuable. And Kate doesn't really know how to play around Nemesis. This is the only gen with any progress, so we hook her and we kick it. And after that, it should be almost impossible to lose. I'm going to find a locker to search, though. Where are the lockers? Okay, well, Zombie's giving me a bit of info. Okay, that's better. Nicolas Cage is being harassed by a zombie. This guy has nothing for him. You could have Deli, I suppose. It's like slightly scary. Is he deliverances and maybe Nick had something, but he's not struggling, so makes me think he probably does not have Deli. Where did she go? The general this way? I feel like she's going to Hook. Yeah. Well, I guess I may as well do the archive now. Boop. This is the one that Nick was working on. Makes sense if he was hiding here. It was closest to that gen. Nope. Oh, he's way over there. Apparently. Okay. That's fine. Nemesis, getting Nemesis done fast and easy is perfect for me. After Nemi, let's do Singu? Yeah. What do we got on him? Well, I have Eruption. That's like the only good one. I feel like Soma's family heirloom or whatever is fair enough. I don't think it's super strong since it's just 3% hindered. It is strong, but I don't think it's not one of those game-breaking add-ons, I feel. Increase. The question is longer overclock or better targeting range? Honestly, probably better targeting range. Or sorry, overclock. Whoops, the opposite of what I said actually. Okay, it's Singu. It ends up depending a lot on how survivors play. If they play coordinated with EMPs, he's difficult. If they don't, then... well, it's essentially a matter of time. And since I actually have Eruption, it's a little bit more viable for that time to be in my favor. Map... honestly, I feel like map only really matters if I get, like, Larry's or Hawkins. Maybe the game a little bit. Like, other than that, even like Bad Ham still sucks, but it doesn't suck as much for Singularity, I feel, as it does for like other killers. Because you can vault quickly and deal with pallets quickly. And you can just sort of circumvent them. Like the super god pallets, if you already have them slipstreamed, they don't matter. As you know. Which is much better than what 99% of the cast can say. Well, maybe like 70% of the cast can say. After him, maybe Pyramidhead. Pyramidhead is... I feel like Pyramidhead is like a little bit better Nemesis for me. Although distressing... I mean, Deadlock. Deadlock's good. And Throwing Tremors is nice. It's not bad. Distressing is a little bit unfortunate to have on him. And Iron Maiden is, you know, useless. Iron Maiden is useless on so much of the cast. It's literally like... Jeez, I don't know. To be fair, actually, I do use a build with... Yeah, I do use an actual build with Iron Maiden on Executioner, but it's with Darkness Revealed. So, like, in the middle of the loop, you use Iron Maiden, you reveal the survivor in the loop, and they don't understand, like, that you've seen them. They think you're stupid searching a locker, and then you hit them for pretty much free, because they're not thinking about... They don't expect you to know. At least for the first time, and usually that'll work for the first time for each survivor, which a free hit on each survivor is pretty valuable. But Iron Maiden on its own, not so much. Deadlock. Most people don't play around Deadlock. Deadlock would be weaker if people played around it more. Because it's... The thing is that you can leave a gen at like 80% and just have that one gen eat your deadlocks, all 5 of them, and then deadlock doesn't really affect you. But most people just have that gen and they deadlock it one time and then they finish it next, and then whatever else gets, you know, everybody gets thrown off the next gen and so on and so forth. Now, obviously, like, there's reasons for that. People do that because they're worried about pops or eruptions or whatever hitting that gen, but I feel like Deadlock is one of those perks that killers don't very frequently run pop or pain reds or whatever else on it, just because Deadlock sometimes prevents you from getting your pop, which means that the Deadlock gen is generally safer than I feel most people really think about. It's Strider. I thought it was Whispers. I thought it had an actual info perk. And by actual, I mean like the worst info perk that gives you info. Like, I guess a Wawa may give me like one time. Actually, does a Wawa? It does. Wait, a Wawa work. It's something I find a little bit humorous. Is the sort of the they added in all the like stupid things that people say commonly into the search bar. So like Pwiff, you can find. Awawa doesn't even make sense because like awakened awareness is literally, it's 2 words, so it would just be like double A if you put it normally. But because everybody says Awawa, they put it in, which I think is really, it's really nice and really funny. Because stuff like Stabifil, you're just, or Pwiff, you're just taking the first letter of each thing and putting them in a row. Whereas Awawa is like a little bit more than that. You're taking, it is the first 3 letters of each thing. Awa. Well, oh, actually, there's a weird A conjugation there. Not my favorite map. Mainly because main building is torture. I suppose it's not quite so bad for Singu. It's just normal bad. Oh, that cannot see any of that gen, actually. Oh, there was people here. Why can I not put it on that wall? Really? I'm very surprised. Please don't have the window facing inward. Ah, fuck me. Shit. I totally lost him. Damn it. The thing is that he probably makes it all the way to Shack again. It's so annoying. I was trying to... There's no way he falls for this. Okay, let me abandon chase. I can't do this anymore. Okay, for a second I thought he was running into window. He's running into main, which is really annoying. Did he sit on this pallet? This is like the only bad place in main. Oh wow, that's 3 gens done at this point. This is bad. And I've only got like... I'm very surprised that missed. Really, man? She's not in range, bro. You're kidding. That's actually ass. I'm kind of screwed here. So much of the... Do you think I get Eruption off on that gen? I think I do. Although, I don't really know how much Eruption helps me, if I'm being honest. Oh, this is rough. I really don't want to chase David, but he's also the only injured one. That's... This is really bad. I have absolutely nothing going for me. I think I'm gonna have to try and tunnel Laura out and just hope that she doesn't have all of the perks. At this point, that's my only chance. Maybe I should have slipstreamed her first. Okay, she does not have DS, so this is possible. I still don't think I have great odds, but it is possible. God. Just hitting this for Eruption, I don't care about anything else. Damn it, I fucked that up. They're probably gonna get this heal off, yeah. Nope. Okay, I at least got that. Okay. This went from a completely lost game to a difficult game in the span of one tunnel. Because that's just how strong tunneling really is. I think I can get a free hit on David. Or a free pallet, that works too. Oh, I think I almost got auto-aimed out of that. Laura's working on the Jin behind me. This should be a down. Dude, I hate the Poglog, actually. It's so long that even with overclock, it's not enough. Laura's gonna finish that Jin in, like, 50 seconds. That's not Laura. Yeah, they're both hit with Eruption. Why would you do this? Yeah, that was really bad by you. Is this basement? No. I'm hooking him next to the log. Feels bad. I think the only other hook I have is on Ace. How does this have this much progress, actually? What? Oh, I didn't remember that I broke the pallet. She has nothing to her name over here. But they could potentially finish the whole... Oh, batteries? Both that Jin is at 50 and her Jin is at like 80 or 90. It's not great. I don't know if I'll be able to stop either of them. Well, Shin's still at nothing. And by nothing I mean like 50, but still. If I can get an eruption and down David. Don't eat dead hard. Oh, the entire inside of this place does not work. Oh, it's okay to eat a dead hard like this because he doesn't really have anything on him. I had to eat a dead hard there, to be fair. There really was no counterplay for me. Batteries. Okay, gives me another eruption on that. If they pop the other one, I'm actually scared I may run out of anti-whatever. They're both working on it. They're both injured. Not the one I was looking for. I'm so bad with camera placement. I don't have anybody dead. Alright, this should be better. I fucked up. I did not wait for eruption long enough. So I'm not gonna get it. You're not the one I want. I wanted to try and fuck with Ace. This is bad. I have to defend this one gen. This is the only thing that they really have. Oh, I hate Swamp. I hate Swamp in general, but especially on Singu. Because, like, half of the map you just can't use your ability on. They're gonna finish this gen. Damn, that was really fast. Come on. Fuck. Wait, what? Okay, that was really good for me. Batteries. Don't eat dead hard, don't eat dead hard, don't eat dead hard. Come on. I need to walk him over towards... Nope, this is bad actually. I'm throwing him in basement, but Ace is fully capable of doing whatever he... Oh, he's dead! Oh, wait, okay. Never mind. I thought he was only on second hook. I don't know where she is. No! What? Oh man, that sucks. This was a really close one. But, yeah. I did the best I could. That's very unfortunate. Wait. God, he flipped and everything! Man, that sucks. I realized I forgot to update the win for... the last one, for Nemesis. I can't believe he flipped and he didn't even get punished for it. That feels bad. Alright, let's do Pyramidhead next, I guess. I don't have high hopes for Pyramidhead. I probably had a better chance with If I had realized that David was on Death Hook, I maybe could have done something, like, I could have done that better. I probably could have, you know, played around her crawling to the other gate. Instead, I was too paranoid and wasted so much time that they ended up getting the pickup. Very unfortunate. I did adapt properly. Yeah. I just needed to keep track of David's hooks. Which is I should have known that he was on Death Hook because I had to play around his Dead Hard twice. And the first time there was no countering, the second time actually, you know, did. Yeah, I think if I realized that literally, like, she made it pretty far though, with her crawling. I think I wasted like 5 seconds. No, there's 5 seconds would have been enough to make it to her. Pyramidhead. I have Deadlock and... what? Thrilling Tremors. Those are my two real Pyramidhead perks. Deadlock hopefully will buy me plenty of time. And... Thrilling Tremors just isn't that good of a info perk, honestly. I feel like I'm better off with... honestly, I might be a little bit better off with... like I'm All Yours or something on Pyramidhead. I'm trying to P9 everybody that I have at this point, but there's one person that I'm going to skip, which is Artist, because I haven't played her in so long, or I haven't needed to get her add-ons in so long, and I just have the frickin' barbecue from summer nearly a year ago at this point. So I log in to the Blood Moon and I'm like, oh boy, I can't wait to play my most favoritist killer, the Artist. I wonder what new event offering they gave us. It's just this. And I'm like, ah shit, I can't get an eye with this. Are you kidding? It's too funny. sometimes I think sometimes they bring back the same offering for events, and sometimes they make a new offering. So I'm wondering like if next time they bring back the scorching barbecue invitation, same as before, then I may, buy it and progress her as normal. But if they like never bring back the scorching barbecue thing, I may just leave it on there forever. Just have her always be the barbecue. These shoes that I actually like playing artist. So it doesn't really work because sooner or later I'm gonna need to use add-ons from her. I think I'm already down to like 6 baby shoes. And like I'm already very low. You compare it with killers who, I don't play, or killers who, I invested a bunch of blood points into. Like what was it? Like Sadako. Sadako's over here, Prestige 21. Look at her add-ons. 200, nearly 300 brown, 100 green, 60. I had nearly 70 of these because the majority of the points I was spending on her was when this was the only good add-on she had, pretty much. But now the remote control is the better add-on by far. So I wish I could swap these. To be fair, it's only like 16, and I doubt I'm going to run out of them before I get more. That's 41 games of an Eerie add-on. I don't very often use Eerie add-ons. Although, at least for Sadako, her add-on is like an info add-on. It's one of the best info add-ons, to be fair, because it directly interplays with how good her power is. But it's like, it's an info add-on and not, put on this tombstone piece to instantly kill the first person you look at for more than 3 seconds. It's not quite that strong. So I don't feel like I definitely use that iridescent add-on, just not quite as often as I use like the fingernails, which I use in literally every build because it's so her best add-on. Because it helps in like every single scenario. If you have a TV near chase, it helps you in chase. If you have a TV out of chase, it helps you get back into chase, or it helps you to get back to patrolling gens or whatever. It's just like it's so useful. And the other one is the manifestation, which only helps you in chase. RPD. Well, bye RPD. Honestly, I wouldn't have minded RPD so much. Definitely better than like Swamp. Or, to be fair, that Swamp game I didn't really have to deal with main building. I was just very oblivious to a gen that was like half done right next to me, which was unfortunate. But, it happens. I'm not actually certain how good this map is for either side. It doesn't feel super survivor-sided because there's like ample amounts of dead space and a lot of the pallets aren't super strong. But then the main building feels really weird. I don't quite know. Bounce landing. Oh, I did not realize that there was... I mean, I get you here. And you condemn yourself. I tried to hide myself so she wouldn't... Oh, I misread this. Actually, did they fix balanced yet, or is it still bugged? I don't even know if I should be mad about balanced. Okay. So be at 0. I can tunnel her because Pyramidhead things. And they don't have any... How did they heal her that quickly? Yeah, this isn't good. It must have been two people, both with medkits, healing her, like... Because she didn't have resurgence, there was no will make it, there was no... Like, she had nothing... I tried to flick it a little bit, but that did not work. Ooh, right at the last second she stepped on the thing. I wonder if it would be better to hook them once and then do that. Hello, Laura. Oh. You were the one that had balanced landing, right? I'm pretty sure you're the first person I went after. But you still have... Still had exhaustion there. Interesting. Perfect. Should be able to back away from that. Yeah. You're on death hook. There's no way they heal you in time when I'm this close. Where's the bloody one? I'm not seeing any blood. Oh, I thought that this guy was Claire. I'm very confused now. That was good. Oh boy. It sucks having to deal with strong things when you have nothing. You don't... Do you even get dead hard off of Pyramidhead cages? She's on death hook. Oh no, what the fuck? Oh dude, I am so bad. How did I not realize? Laura is not on death hook. Yep. I had felt that she was running away from the tile, so. Walk into me? Yeah. And she kind of... Yeah, no way. I'm falling for that fake. And with balance, you don't have dead hard. Okay, this will give me info on... gens. None of them are touched. Okay. Laura's the only one on death hook. But they don't have the ability to shoulder the burden anymore. I think this... There may be one more gen at like 50. If it's way over there, I just have to abandon it. There's nothing I can do about that. That gen's at 70, 80, 90. It's pretty hard. Pretty far along. But I do get to proxy camper with this gen. She wants me to go after her. These three gens are the only ones I care about, and all that matters is... Her hook timer's going down, and this gen is going down. Nah, I fucked this up. 2. Unfortunate BT, but so goes. Oh, that's spicy. This could be DS, which would be really bad for me. It is not, thank goodness. I don't know why you did that. That one all the way over there is being worked on and has been worked on for a while. The issue is that I don't really have the literal capability to try and defend it. I tried. This is bad. Okay. She ran into me, and that was still too late. They're actually going to finish this before I get this down. Fuck. I don't have time to hook her properly. If I eat a DS... sorry. No, what the fuck am I thinking? Whatever. Borrowed time is what I'm meaning. In my head, I was like, borrowed time into the exit gate fucks me. Oh, there's a fucking basement stairs here. This is so ass. I don't see the Cage of Atonement here. I don't see them working on that either. Wait, they're both over here? Neither of them going for the cage? Okay, I just need to shove her through the gates. Okay. As long as I make sure she doesn't unhook. Okay, she can literally walk out. It doesn't matter. There you are. As long as I sit on Mary, there's just nothing they can do. Oh shit, unbreakable. Unbreakable soul guard. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, she's pushed away from the gate. And she didn't dead hard before, so she surely doesn't have dead hard now. She went around the back end, but that gate is unopened. I just need her to not get hatched now. Okay, that's fine. Oh man, that could have been really bad. Ooh boy. Two Commodious. I'm surprised that I won this with two Commodious, a Shoulder the Burden, Hyper Focus. Well, I guess it's just raw Hyper Focus. They don't have the things, but I ate an Unbreakable. Very honestly quite surprised that I won. This was definitely, I feel, weighted a little bit more against me than what that... Like, gens went weirdly slow despite them having 2 Giga Commodiouses. Yeah. Okay, one more win on Pyramidhead. And I think I'm going to take a quick break. Alright. Next, I'm gonna do Hag, because even though I think Hag is maybe better than some of the other killers that I have left, she's very stressful. Like, she's one of my favorite killers to play, but it just, a lot of the time, it feels less like it feels like I'm kind of out of control. Like, it's up to sort of survivors to make mistakes, kind of. And a lot of the time survivors do, but when they don't, it's like, ooh, it's just so scary. So what do we got? We got a useless perk, a useless perk. Maybe this gets me a down. I don't know. I guess, and so like machine learning is the only good perk. That's a sad way to be. Is there anything better? Not really. Don't spawn a month phantasm. I feel like Vent Rag is too strong, and Shackles are good, but I kind of like these two better. In the majority of games. No, I mean, ever since they've allowed you to wipe away Hag traps, I guess it's not quite as much, and they decrease the range. Before, Rusty Shackles are really good because, I mean, I'm not saying they're bad, I don't really know at this point. But before, the main reason that they were so good was because one of the best counterplays to Hag was looking behind you and then holding like towards the camera, so you would run sort of backwards into Hag traps, and whenever they would trigger, you would instantly flip around 180. And so you could just do this into the Hag nest, and if the Hag teleported, since you instantly flip around and start running backwards, if she swings, she'll always miss. And so the reason that this Rusty Shackles was so good is because since they don't jump scare you and force your camera to look at the trap in 180, it doesn't allow you to do that anymore. It doesn't allow you to do that sort of look behind you while running at the check. And I think, but they nerfed, or they buffed, they reduced the range at which you trigger traps. And no, I think that's it. I think that's the only thing that did it. But because of that, I'm not certain if that tech works anymore, if the Hag is like constantly pressing control. If they're like immediately teleport, like not on reaction time, but immediately teleport, I think the tech might not work anymore. Not certain. Don't quote me on that. But like they don't. When I'm playing against a Hag, all like 2 times, it's not an issue that I run into. Now that is also partially because when I'm running into traps, she's usually in chase with somebody else. Well, not exactly. It's weird. Playing tag is weird. But yeah, if you like trigger a trap when she is putting down a trap, then she's not gonna be able to punish you for it. And if she's chasing somebody else and she doesn't immediately go for you, then obviously that. If she immediately teleports, maybe she can hit you. But I feel like she can't do it on reaction anymore. Whereas before it was definitely could. I would say probably. I'm so used to corrupt on Hag. I'm very worried about this match just because if I get a bad map, or if I get survivors who know how to play against Hag, then I feel like this is gonna be real bad. Because survivors who know how to play against Hag, I can beat with Hag, with a little bit in my favor, with good perks and not a horrible map. I feel like pretty confident. Well, yeah, but when I have no perks and I don't know what map I'm going to, it's not as rough. Like if I brought a Midwich offering, it would be fine. Midwich is just such a comfy map. Like they like, I'm pretty sure that the adjustments they made to Midwich only really affect ranged killers, because now there's junk in the hallways that will interrupt your aim. But other than that, I'm pretty sure Midwich is about as killer sighted as it was before. Maybe I guess probably also affects Blight in the way that he bounces. Still, I would definitely be very happy, because the deal with Midwich is it's such a small map that your teleport covers the entire place. So that's what I got my fingers crossed for, is if I can get a mid-witch with Hag. Plus it's dark, so it's hard to see her traps, just like looking at the ground. Worst case scenario, I get Ormond. Ormond is like the worst map for Hag, I feel. Because it's huge. Your traps are very obvious, except in main, I guess. But you don't really want to be chasing in main. You put like one trap there that somebody runs into for a free hit, but like you don't want to put more than one trap in main, really. I mean, to be fair, you have 10. It's a little bit weird. But like everywhere else, it's just like your traps are so obvious. Obviously, what is it? The swamp is bad because of main building and side building number 2 and side building number 3. But it's not quite as bad because your traps blend in really well. And, you know, even though you genuinely cannot at all chase survivors in main, whereas some killers, even though they shouldn't, they can if they need to, like, tunnel somebody out there on Deathhook or whatever. They can do it. Hag literally cannot do it. What's the other one? It's not Campbell's Church, but it's the other one in the same realm. That's 10 billion, you know, light years long. It's horrid. But again, it is brown, so you can Hag traps are pretty well disguised no matter where you put them. Ironworks, this is fine. This is a perfectly good map. I am going to put it right here because this sort of covers this loop to that loop. What if I put a trap here, maybe it'll convince somebody that this totem is worth cleansing. Trap in main is always good. Hide it behind this thing here. Give me a pallet? Nope. Oh, okay. Well. I put it down here, and maybe I push her around this side and she runs into the other trap if I'm lucky. Now, the main issue is that, I can't chase her. I'm gonna kick that gen in machine learning hopes. Yeah, being 110 sucks. Oh boy. Maybe he's stupid, he runs into a trap here. That was kind of bad on me. God, I wish I had like Eruption, Surge, all the good stuff. Well, this is surely a free hit now. God damn, really? Yeah, he does not know how to play against Hag, it seems. Hello? Why are you here? I don't even care. I have not really had time to set up traps like I want. Oh, she disarmed my other trap. Fuck. Oh, and she's taking me to the other side of the map. No! I can't commit to that. This is terrible, actually. I don't have the ability to defend the gens that I need to. I think he put down a blast mine. And she's healed. Yeah, this is one of those things where I'm like, the gens are just spread just a little bit too much for me to really do what I want to. Honestly, I maybe would have been able to just hit him normally. Oh, this sucks. So I just didn't have enough time to put down traps as I wanted. Being a 110 M1 killer is ass. He must have still had a speed boost, because there's no way that should have worked. 1, 2, 3. She's gonna cleanse that trap. I convinced her to waste time doing a totem, that's all that I got. Basement? Do I have a basement? No, I don't have it. Fuck. And this machine learning is not helpful in the slightest. I'm gonna put another one here just in case they run into Alucard. Oh, fuck me. Really? God, this is so ass. I'm 120 and I don't even get a hit. Dude, I hate it here. I hear somebody on my right. But they're doing this dude, this is terrible. These gens are actually too spread for me to do anything about, really. How did they not trigger the trap? Did they swipe it? Okay, she's going into my zone. She's going towards basement, actually. That could be a godsend. I fell through her. There's no way I get a free hit on them. Unlike with 115 killers where you can just like, what if I want to get a hit? That's just not an option here. Unless she gives it to you for some reason, which I don't know why she did, but, you know. Okay. Basement turns things around a lot for me. Put a one here, it'll cover that side. Put one here, it covers this side. Now if they go in from either of those two sides, they may just screw up and walk in. Put one on the grass, so they don't see it as well. These gens are not good. They're just so bad. I want to kick this for machine learning and nothing else. Let me put down the trap. Literally the only thing I have to my name is Rebecca in the basement. That's it. So I need to make sure they don't crouch through here. Wait, exit gates are powered? Oh my god. I thought I had one more gen left after... Fuck. Okay, that's actually game. I'm fucked. There's no way. Well, unless they fuck it up right now. I do have... Hold up. Fuck it 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 up. Walk in a basement. Walk into my their trap. Ah, dude, did they change how she spawns? Because that's too many times now. Literally breaking this open because to get her into basement faster. Okay, Thalita. She just left. She just said, "Fuck y'all, I'm out." That's crazy, actually. I still need to get Alucard. She could get out of here safely with, whatever. Deli. Oh, she did not make it out. This is closed. He could get Hatch. Okay, I just wanted to be sure he didn't crawl all the way over here already. I know he died way in that corner, but you know, what if he has fucking crawl faster perk, tenacity. Oh, I thought this crow was Alucard. This is where I downed him. He's not here. Okay, I'm gonna go back to gate. Nowhere near here. Come on, just make this easy. There it is. Okay. There we go. Okay, now I can just sit in front of gate and he'll die. Because that gate is not opened. Oh man, I mean that is so quintessentially a hag match. Where I was totally fucked, and then survivors just made the most insane mistakes, being just trying to get it. Honestly, I don't really understand what happened with Alucard. I need to replay it in my mind. Sable made the crazy mistake of trying to get a basement hook versus a hag, which you just can't do. Yeah, that gate is unopened. So yeah, wait here for another 30-40 seconds. I'm very surprised. I had no right winning this one. Like, I genuinely was so screwed until the Sable fucked up. The Alucard fucking up was like, did the Alucard fuck up, or did they just like die to hag things? I think they may have just died to hag thing, but Sable straight up like fucked up. They just ran into hag traps and just gave it to me. There's no way I don't win. Sorry, no way I don't lose if Sable either went for the Alucard pickup or just left. Obviously if I just left, but oof. That was very fortunate for me. That they played in exactly the way that I needed them to. Okay, after hag, let's do Bubba. No Way Out, and then 3 basement perks. I think I'll use normal chili. I'm not super adept at the beast marks with Bubba. I'm still trying to learn them. Because the extra charging time, it makes it, just that extra bit harder. When instead I could have, just easy chili moments. Bubba excels mainly on maps with limited resources, I'd say. Because he's really good at forcing pallets out. Which means that, like, the game is actually not too bad for Bubba so long as you have, the perks to slow down gens. Because you can get rid of the pallets so quickly, and you can also do things like faking the pallet break into. I mean, that's more a beast marks thing though, but it's still, it's just a little bit. He wins to time is what it is, or at least on like the maps where I'm most comfortable with him, he wins to time. Where eventually survivors have to keep throwing things early because Bubba has chainsaw. And I keep quick breaking things. And eventually they just run out of resources and die. Unfortunately, his main weakness is obviously windows because those are infinite. And I don't have anything to help with that. Honestly, crowd control I feel like is a bit underrated. And by a bit, I mean very underrated. I feel like I see nobody using it. But like, I genuinely think it's better in many scenarios than, what is it? Blood Favor. Like, Blood Favor is consistent in that every single map you'll have to deal with pallets, whereas if you get the game, there's like one window you have to deal with. But even then, that one window you block off, which is pretty good. So I feel like, that one window traps them in, and it's like, even on the game, it's pretty good. I'm saying this because I'm like, a lot of people use Bamboozle on Bubba, but I feel like crowd control might be better on him. The only issue is he doesn't really use hex perks that well. So you have like crowd control and then actually that's not true. Crowd control plaything and then you can do undying Penty. Although I guess Penty's a little bit difficult. Honestly, you just do crowd control plaything. And the idea is playthings kind of screw with crowd control. Honestly, that's not a bad build. Crowd control, plaything, Penty. I actually don't really need undying. I just like undying. But it does help with crowd control. I use undying a lot just because if somebody spawns in your crowd control, well, it sucks to suck, I guess. But yeah. So Ruin, I mean, it's not bad. I would definitely say, like, probably just use these two. Just feels wrong not using Undying, honestly. Just having a naked totem with no protection, it just doesn't feel... It feels harmful. So just throwing on Undying, even if, I guess, in the end what you would have is one wasted Pentimento. Or not Penty, plaything. A wasted plaything. It's not really a good way to round that. But to be fair, I guess you can just not spread hooks, which you kind of shouldn't anyway, so... Yeah. Crowd control, plaything, undying, Penty. Oh, they're about to nerf Penty, so maybe you could replace Penty and just have, like, No Way Out, or other miscellaneous gen regression perk after the nerf comes in. I don't think Penty's nerfed to death, but I definitely think it's a lot more... It's not as splashable. You can't use it on every killer. You only want to use it on ones who have the good mobility, where, you know, the 10 seconds tops. Like, because it deals with a character like Bubba. If you get a big map and your Pentamento's on the opposite side of the map, that's like 20, 30 seconds that you're spending putting it down in exchange for the 11% or 15%. I can't remember what it is. But the 15% slowdown, let's say. And like, you'll probably save less than 30 seconds per survivor with 15% on a single Penty. So it ends up being that you would have been better off just like not even putting down the Penty, not even spending the time. But if you're Blight, you get to the opposite side of the map in 5 seconds, and then you throw down Penty, and then you go back, and you're fine. Now, obviously, you have smaller maps. You know, if you get Midwich or the game or whatever, then you don't really mind, you know, the 5 seconds it takes to walk towards where that Penty goes, obviously. But it becomes map dependent, I guess is what I'm saying. Where small maps, which you're already good on, Pentimento is worth using. But then big maps, which you're already bad on, Pentimento doesn't really help you very much. Now, even though 3 of these are basement perks, I don't know if it's worth bringing them to basement. Monster Shrine is quite nice. Actually, doesn't Monster Shrine 4... Yeah, so it's in addition to the basement perks, it also is 20% faster in 2 hours. Actually, I've been surprised by Monster Shrine a couple of times. A lot of survivors will leave people to the last second, and since they increase hook times by 70 seconds, I think survivors have gotten worse at eyeballing when they need to go. And Monster Shrine screwing that up even more, I think especially hurts them. So I may honestly just get value out of, like, leaving a hook to Monster Shrine and then coming back in the last 10 seconds is Bubba. And just proxy camping it. If we get there in the first place. The issue is that without, like, Bamboozle or Crowd Control, if basement is at Shack or Main, these usually have really strong windows that I have no way to play around. So I'd have to get it... If I was going to get a basement hook, it would have to be around like a nearby loop instead of actually at basement. Which then means that the time investment doesn't exactly pan out as well. And I guess Designed rest even give you as much distance as Agi? I think Agi... Oh, no. Not RPD. It's so closed in. Plus, basement is in a tiny corner of the map that nobody ever goes to. I got the good side of RPD at least, but like, this strong window... This is a better palette than the one that's right next to window. Hide spread stain. No. Oh, wait, they waited. They waited because they had sprint burst. Fuck. And could I start chase, please? I want my bloodlust. Yeah, there's just so many good windows in RPD, you know? Oh, he took a left. That totally bamboozled me. Ah, this is bad. My first chase is going really poorly. Fuck. Okay, I prefer this loop, honestly. Run into me like a fool? Oh, no, they're smart. Oh, this is really bad. They're playing around. Really? Fuck me, I mistimed it. No, this sucks. What do you have, Lithe? You're gonna have to drop that. I really thought that I would get him with it. Fuck. This is really bad. This is way too long for a first down. I'm just not good enough at Bubba to deal with RPD. You wanna... Damn it. They went the other way. And they had Lithe, God. That's the thing about abandoning chase, is that every single time... Really? I thought that would hit. Every single time you abandon chase, you're gonna have to deal with a brand new exhaustion perk, which sucks really badly. I'm at least chasing 2 people, but this is such a terrible start. I don't feel good about this. I tried to stay back long enough so I don't get hit by that. This is awful. Ugh. This chase is... this is so bad. They're gonna finish 4 gens before I get 1 down. And he has a god pellet here. Into the window. I don't know if... I don't know if I could have done better. Obviously somebody who's better at Bubba could probably have done something, but like... Fuck me. They're gonna finish 5 gens before I get 1 down at this rate. Yep. That gen is literally at 99. And I keep fucking up my... this is so bad. Right, like, dude, this sucks, actually. And I haven't... And he had adrenaline. 12 seconds of no way out. Completely useless. There's no way. Yeah, I don't even have basement. There's no way I win this at this point. They would have to make such a colossal fuck up. They would have to make 2 unbelievable colossal fuck ups, and they played this really safe, so I just don't see that happening. Yeah, I made like I made a couple of small macro decisions that were bad. I guess I don't know. I don't know. I feel like this was going to be really hard no matter what happened. Okay. There's one fuck up. But there's a lack of a fuck up. I need them to make... Now, they undid one fuck up they need to make, and now I need them to make 2 colossal fuck ups. I need them to run into me right here. Okay. I need the other one to also run into me right here. I need them to not get that pickup. I haven't seen scratch marks yet, so they're still in this bottom area. Okay, there's Sable. She has Lithe again. Sable and Jonah are both locked in over here. They're both going this way? No. Fuck. I need to down Sable like right this second. And she knows how to... Fuck. I have to go back for Elodie. No, there's no way. God, this loop sucks. It's like Badham fences, except they can see you so clearly the entire way. And they have... Dude, I just kept eating exhaustion. How... Oh, dude, I need to... I've not played Bubba in like 10 years, apparently. I didn't even know that this was a guy... Wow, I'm gonna get 0 kills here. Yeah. They made 2 unbelievable colossal fuck-ups that they had no reason to make. And it's not gonna be enough. Yeah, this is him out. Or he goes the other way for no apparent reason. Yeah, I mean, what do I do there? I don't know. He'd literally have deliverance and I get nothing. I never make it to that basement there. I can't camp him here, but I also can't. This is just awful. There's no winning. Yeah, it's so weird. There's so many sight lines for them. I'm in an indoor map and I feel like they can see me no matter where I go. It's fucked up. I need to stand in front of this hook and hope that they're really stupid and decide to go for the unhook. That's literally my only choice. That gate is 99, that gate is 99, there's no winning this. Yeah, like, they have to be unbelievably, like, there's no way. Because chasing them won't ever get me a kill here. Yeah, he's killing himself. There's literally no way. Yeah, I don't think. I don't know how I could have played this differently. It was just bad. Yeah. Oh my god, wait, he actually did have deli. He just didn't use it, or he didn't get it. Yeah, this could have been so much worse. I like they didn't even get to meme on me. All they did was just have windows and play well. Yeah. that's I like I'm not even like mad or like sad or anything, because that was just plain and simple. I mean, it was what it's what I said at the beginning. They just had too many resources. They had exhaustion perks plus windows that were strong. So I didn't have time to win the match with my Bubba. You know, a better Bubba probably, you know, could have done something. But I don't see any way for me to win there. What's next? Pinhead artist out of control. Unknown. Let's do unknown areas. Remember me, Colubrine, Bitter Murmur, Forced Hesitation. This isn't that bad. This is like an okay perk, an okay perk, an okay perk, and a snowball perk that will either win me the game or I won't even see it used. It's like overall, like that's not that bad. I don't know. I have not played Unknown very much, but the handful of times that I have played him, I've done well. I'm just not a big fan of his power, honestly. And the issue with killers like Unknown and Huntress and like all the sort of, you know, projectile killers is that, and honestly, even beyond that, he's like double confusing because you have a different fall off to deal with. Whenever there's something like that, they're not killers that are good when you are out of practice with them, because you have to relearn how they work in the first place. Every time I pick up Huntress, it takes me like halfway through the game. But I have played Huntress with only aura perks and won a number of times, which is why I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable with her and leaving her more towards the end of the list. I feel like Unknown is pretty map independent. He's pretty consistent no matter where you put him. Because he has the teleportation plus the ability to shoot through walls. So even if it's like a bunch of stuff in the way, if you're good at him, then you should be able to get hits even through, you know, really difficult tiles. It's just a matter of me being able to do that. I feel like I used to be so much better at killer. Now I'm looking at all the killers and it's like, yeah, I don't know if I can win this. But I remember a time where I felt like I could win with all but like 3 killers in the game. To be fair, I guess in my mind I was playing with actual perks instead of with these, but still. Like that what? Like that Chucky match really it felt wrong because I got so completely destroyed when Chucky was a killer that I remember like almost never losing with. And then in that match I felt like there was nothing to do. And it's because I don't think I played him. He went through like 4 or 5 changes since I played him. And I just never... And so, not playing him for those 4 or 5 changes, and then coming back, and remembering the old Chucky, just kind of completely screwed me over. And I feel like there's a lot of killers like that, where they've gone through just enough changes where all of my muscle memory... Like, if I had gone straight from the old them to the new them, it would have been fine. But since I have muscle memory that's now, like, old, I'm trying to implement old muscle memory onto a new killer and not realizing that I need to completely adjust that memory. Because I mean, like, what was it? His dash was 10 seconds and it was fast, and I think they nerfed the speed of it, and then they nerfed the cooldown of it. Wasn't really Scamper. Scamper wasn't really something I used very often with Chucky. Two flashies, two medkits. I feel like flashlights are more likely to have DS off the record, and especially somebody with that Dwight shirt. It's gonna be DS off the record dead hard. For some reason my brain tells me this is true. And it makes sense to me, so I'm gonna say that's true. Okay, so they offer brought BP offerings. Did they all load in together? When I see 4 of the same kind of offering. Well, when I say 4 BP offerings specifically, it makes me think they're usually on a team. Which always makes my life harder. Ah, fuck. Orman's kind of rough. Oh man, I would hate to see that. Really? Okay. Oh, now he went to the short side. There's one. Was that smash hit? Okay. Okay, that's strange. I'm just not playing well today. I don't know what is happening. I fucked that completely. Ugh. I don't know what is wrong with me right now. I'm just completely fucking everything up. How did I... Ugh. And she's out of that. Now remember me at least. Just ran into me. I tried to get it over the pallet. Really? Dude. Fuck me! I teleported the wrong one. I've shot like 20 of these fucking projectiles and none of them have given me... I think I may have to take a break from the streak. I genuinely am playing so bad so consistently. And I don't understand what I'm, like, what is wrong with me. Like, there is no excuse for missing literally... Oh, I thought I saw her medkit disappear. There is no excuse for not getting a hit this many times in a row. How did I... How did that... Whatever. I'm not deaf, my guy. Oh, what if I picked up? Well, you're not gonna make it then. Background player, I guess? Yeah, there's no way. I'm playing so badly, so consistently. Getting him down here is meaningless because... I got both of them, and she's botting blocking me. No Doubt has Dead Hard Decisive off the record. No, she doesn't have... She just had beat. How did I... Ugh. I don't understand how she managed... Yeah, I mean, that's it. That's game. I guess I'm unknown. They could fuck up with the basement. I should still make it, right? Yeah. This is all three of them. I don't know how to play the unknown. Yeah, they're healing. He drops that. Dwight gets the unhook here? No? Yeah. I need to body block Talitha. And I failed. Yeah, it's meaningless. I tried to wait after... Yeah, I don't know. Dude, I just feel so bad. I don't know. I'm just playing so bad, so consistently. I mean, I know that, like, gens go, like, instantly, but I just... Because I don't have any slowdown, but, like, this is beyond that. This is genuinely, like, inexcusable levels of playing like dog shit.
Life is what we make it.
So yeah, I think I'm going to fucking pause the streak while I try and... I don't know why I'm playing so terribly, so consistently. And I have been since last stream. I don't quite understand what's just going wrong in my brain. That's making me play this terribly. I was literally, like, off stream. I was playing on the Blood Moon event as fucking killer, practicing some of these builds and winning. Because I was just like, wouldn't it be funny if I played the dog shit build on the super dog shit mode? And I don't know, I guess they clicked the start streaming button today and my brain was like, what if we just sucked? What if we just threw all of like the ability to play out? Or maybe it's just that all the casual players are on the Blood Moon event right now. And the more experienced players are just playing normal. That honestly could be it. Yeah, that's why those queues were so much easier. Despite the fact that gens take 30 seconds if survivors go down in 5 seconds instead of running you on, you know, knowing how to perfectly play Shaq. Ugh, that's so I don't know. Okay. I want to try and learn Bubba with his actual fucking. How do I beast mark with Bubba? I don't really want these perks. What do I have? I mean, I want lethal. Lethal's always good. Lethal. Floods? In Pain Res DMS? I guess. Yeah, maybe I'll just start practicing all those killers that I lost on. So that I can be ready for the redemption streak. Yeah, I genuinely I don't know. My brain's just not working properly right now for DBD for some reason. And I understand that it is definitely in part to the perks, but I don't think it's that much in part. I mean, you saw that fucking Bubble match. You saw that fucking Unknown match. Like, I could not do anything. I just fucked every single thing up back to back to back. Or like every single commitment I made or decommitment I made seemed to punish me. And I'm still like I'm thinking about it and I don't understand why. Like Unknown, I understand I'm bad at the fucking like drop shots. I guess maybe with Unknown I should have just abandoned chase at Shaq. But then I have the Bubba match where I abandon chase and every single time then I got a, you know, exhaustion perk into exhaustion perk into exhaustion perk into exhaustion. You know, I deplete enough resources and I'm like, oh, they're going for a super strong window plus a super strong pallet. Let's leave this chase and go for something else. And then exhaustion perk, and then they make it to those super strong window and super strong pallet, and I would get one of them out of the way, and then I like, okay, well now they have another super strong window, and I don't know. I don't like. I know that I could have played better. I don't know how I could have played better. And that's one of the most aggravating things in this game for me. Is when I play bad and I understand exactly how I play bad, then like maybe I'm frustrated, but at least I'm not like it doesn't matter that much to me. But when I play bad, I don't understand how I play bad, or when I play good and survivors play bad, but then I still end up with a bad result because, you know, because like I'm playing fucking clown with no perks or whatever, like the one match. I should have ended up with a bad result. I got a good result on that one, but I shouldn't have. But the thing is that like it's one of those things where it's like, if I can't understand how to improve, and I'm getting negative results, that bothers me so much. And it's quite demotivating. Because getting bad results and understanding, here are mistakes I made, here's how I improve, that's fine. Maybe it's frustrating in the moment, but like later on I'm like, yeah. There's a bunch of very obvious things that I made mistakes on. But when it's just losing back to back to back, I just don't understand how. I don't understand what the improvement is. And I'm sure there are improvements made. I'm sure if I did like an actual read through it and review it, I could point out things. But when I'm playing the match and I don't understand what the improvements there are, it just it sucks. It sucks so much. It's just like if I can't spot it in the match, then I'm going to keep making those same mistakes in that match over and over again, not understanding why. The only thing I'm thinking about, like with the unknown, was that I should have just left that chase with Talita because it was a super strong setup. It was Shack, which she ran really well, into a connecting pallet, into a window-facing Shack, and another, good loop. And I should have just left that. But even if I did, I don't think that I would have won, because by the time I identified that, or by the time I could have identified that, there was like 2 gens left, maybe 3. And so I was like, sure, I can leave right now. But in the time it takes me to find another survivor, I'm going to have already lost the game. Like, just straight up. Like, by the time I get another survivor, if I'm lucky enough to get them down, there'll be 1 gen left with 50% on the opposite side of the map. So it's like, if I can just have Talita fuck up, then I can down her. And then I'll have something, and there'll still be like 2.5 gens left. But since she didn't fuck up, then there wasn't anything. I just didn't get it down until like the gens popped, and it didn't matter anymore. I mean, the hag match I won. I also felt very similarly, because I shouldn't have won that match. They had 3 people fine when the gens popped. And I had to slug to have even a chance, and then they made huge mistakes. And I can't really think of how much better I could have played in that scenario. Because I felt like without the stuff like, I got really lucky that hag match I'm never going to have to play again. Because I just simply felt like I didn't have time to put up my traps. Because I had no gen defense. Because defending a 3-gen with 0 gen defense doesn't work, especially when the 3-gen was like really far separated. Like, they spawned on the gens on the opposite side, and I don't have like corrupt interventions, so it's not like I could try defending those. By the time I walked over there, they'd be at 50%, and I would have no traps down. Like, I would just be throwing the game. So I put down the traps where I was, and I find, just, I don't know. Oh, I should have brought I should have brought the build that I mentioned earlier with all the hexes. It wouldn't be good practice, I guess, because Plaything sort of removes the ability to learn the beast marks. Two people there, 3 people left, 1 person there. That person is in Shack, so I don't really want to be able to deal with them. This is a little bit better. Run into me? It's gonna be, yep. I could have gotten M1 there for free, but see, like, did I play any better there than I did on RPD? Like, no. I don't think so. Oh. And she's giving up. I mean, okay, she just did a singular attempt to unhook. She didn't fully give up. Why do I see him? Oh, Scourge hook. Why don't I see the unhooker? I mean, like, I don't think I'm playing, well, that's unfortunate. I don't think I'm playing so differently Why do I not see her? From how I played on RPD. If anything, I feel like I'm playing worse. I didn't get flashlight saved on RPD. I don't know why I did that instead. 1, 2. No, she's actually... Why didn't I see scratch marks for them? So force off. Yeah, that gen. It must have been like 99 for like 10 minutes. Why did he not do anything about that? I don't understand. Yeah, I mean, Alan, your time is kind of up. Yeah. He's waiting at the corner. He's walking. He's walking. You're giving me shack pellet. I mean, that I can understand, you know, why I didn't do that on RPD, because I had info. Also, fucking, there was no shack on RPD. Like, am I playing so differently? Okay, DMS way over there. Oh, this is still regressing. Interesting. I'm at 5 gens with none of them touched for anything that matters. One of them is like 70. Trying to bait out Dead Hard. Why is she broken? She wasn't broken earlier, was she? Yeah, no, she wasn't. I don't think I've hooked her a second time, so it's not like she has renewal. He's dead? What? I mean, like, genuinely. I don't feel like I played better than the RPD match. And I don't even think my perks contributed that much. I really do think it's just like I got good survivors in the RPG match and then bad survivors in this match. And that's not gratifying. Because it's just like... that means that I didn't improve. My opponents did the opposite of improving. I don't know. Can't think. My opponents got worse. That doesn't feel good. That's not... I'm not like, oh wow, I understand what the issue was all of a sudden. It's just like, I don't know. Is there any... No hatch offerings. Nope. I don't know, man. I really do think it might have just been that, like, the RPD team was a 4-man and all 4 of them were good players. And this one was solo queue and they weren't. Or they had a bad day, whatever. I was just like, how am I supposed to learn? You know what? Because part of the thing that's sort of annoying me is that I keep having to increase the loss counter. Maybe I should do the redemption streak starting now. Just reset it until it's 0. What do I have? What am I on? 8? 8 losses. Ugh. Hate to see it. You know what? Let's do that. I'm just gonna play the people who I lost as over and over again. Starting now. Because then it doesn't feel like I'm making new losses. Then if I lose again, then who cares? It's just redeeming it. Okay, so back to Myers. Myers had 0 good perks. Well, no, that's not true. Lethal Pursuer is good. Yeah. I feel like it'll be more fun for me if I just have to keep playing a killer until I beat them, rather than seeing the losses keep going up like that. I keep changing the rules, but oh well. To be fair, this isn't fundamentally changing what I said at the beginning, it's just a slight adjustment in the timing of it. But I don't know, should I do it that way? And now I'm just, you know what? No. Let's just power through. It doesn't matter how many times I lose because I'm gonna do them all on redemptions again. It's not that big of a deal. So I'm just gonna play through everybody. If I win, I lose. It doesn't matter that much because the point is to try and see if there's literally any value in any of these the lore builds. God, it's bad. Wraith is probably my best character, which is why I'm paying him now. I need a little bit of a mental reset. Although to be fair, if I lose him when he's my best character, that may really put me down. But I feel like Wraith is just pretty consistent. He can use most perks. The ability to hit and run is always nice when you have, a bunch of strong palettes that you can't deal with. Like that Bubba match, if I was an RPD, if I was playing Wraith, probably wouldn't have been nearly as much of a problem. Because, I can hit and run, get a pallet out, and then I cloak, and since I move so much faster, it only takes me a few seconds to get to the other side of the map and chase somebody and outmaneuver their exhaustion. Whereas with Bubba, every exhaustion is 10 more seconds of running that you have to deal with. That's one of the reasons why I'm worried about the new Survivors hit tank perk, is because it's basically exhaustion perk that doesn't exhaust you, which is kind of fucked up. Because when you think about it, it's like if Overcome, how Overcome, it gives you 2 extra seconds of exhaustion. It's a good perk. It's like if Overcome didn't have exhaustion and it could apply to up to 3 different people. It's like, what the fuck? How did that? How? Plus, so you can run Overcome to make it so you're uncatchable, and then run her perk to give 25% speed boost to everybody else. Yeesh. I'm not excited for when that perk comes out, honestly. Because I have a feeling like solo queue matches aren't going to change at all. Solo queue matches are still going to be really, easy most of the time. That perk may show up once or twice, but it's even when it does show up, it's not going to be that big of a deal. But against Survive with Friends, it's going to be torture playing against that. Where every, 10 seconds they heal, they come in for a body block. And instead of making a lot of distance, they make the entire map of distance. It's like, oy. And especially rough because the killers that I like are more in the mid tier. So they don't really have, I really like Pig. It's fair. Wraith kind of plays around it, but I really like Pig. I like Clown, Pig, Clown, Legion, Sadako, Dredge. Is it really just that few? I mean, I like Twins. So I like so 5 or 6 of my favorite characters are all sort of the mid-tier characters. Twins doesn't really have to deal with it. Nurse doesn't really have to deal with it, but I'm kind of iffy on Nurse. Huntress doesn't really have to deal with it. I think that's it for my favorite characters. Honestly, Skull Merchant I still really like. It's just she makes me sad because I load into a game and then somebody DCs and just why? Literally the worst character in the game. It still is it's more frequent with Skull Merchant than with other killers, and I don't get it. I'll play in a quad slowdown Nurse with a Midwich offering. I bet you get less DCs than a fucking perkless Skull Merchant. Actually kind of unironic. I think that's a test worth looking into. Because it would not surprise me Because I can't remember the last time I've gotten just a raw DC against Nurse. Whereas I literally just got one against Skull Merchant the last time I played her. I mean, the perks are pretty bad for Wraith. Haunted Ground. If I'm lucky, Haunted Ground could win me the game straight up. But that's presuming like there's two people that are completely unaware right next to each other when it goes off, which is unlikely. Still, if I'm lucky, you know, somebody wastes a bunch of time and then I get a early down that sort of snowballs from there. Gearhead. It's not bad actually with Wraith. Since lose to health state, you get to see... The issue is I have a lot of trouble seeing survivors on generators. I kind of wish that the gens or survivors' auras were different colors, so that it would be easier. Because so much of the time I look at a gen, and either I think there's a survivor there that's not actually there, or I think there's not a survivor there when there actually is one. Because it's like one shade lighter orange compared to the generator, or lighter red, whatever. Fire up. It's okay. Zanshin is when they drop. I can't. They changed Zanshin so you get aura reading when something happens that involves pallets. I'm pretty sure. I want to say that it's when they drop a pallet. I like Zanshin on a lot of characters. Another perk I think is a little bit underrated, but not so much on Wraith. Like there are a lot of characters that are like, it's good to know, you know, when they're connecting loops and all that. Wraith doesn't quite need that so much. Compared to, you know, Hag, Trapper, I think those are the two obvious ones. Oh, Treatment Theater, so I even get a little bit more in my favor as a stealth killer. Session is actually kind of nice on Treatment Theater, because it can be difficult to know where survivors are pathing towards. Hmm. Oh, you didn't sit down a boon. Pathing towards that. Life. Damn. Wait. What? Okay. Another strong pallet. She's gonna go for the window? Fuck. Where's Unrelenting when you need it? I think I committed to her for too long. Well, just good enough to get haunted, I suppose. Okay, there's somebody. Oh. Zanshin is kind of screwing up my gearhead. Oh wait, hit and run time. Kick the gen really fast. There we go. It's still regressing. Over here is the boon. Run into? No. Oh, this fucking boon. Ah, sprint burst. That's gonna make my life a lot more difficult. Alright, I'm gonna try and interrupt this unhook. Nobody's here? He's at like 70%. There we go. Damn. She was so close to going second. Another boon? Did they reset it? Or is that just... Damn. Don't DS me? Damn. It feels bad to lose and eat a, or be losing and eat a DS. Need to interrupt this heal. Oh, I didn't heal. Yeah, I'm just not playing well. Isn't that crazy? I feel like this is the stupid thing I'm doing right here. Yeah. Yeah. I understand the mistakes I'm making in this match, at least. Unlike before, where I didn't understand what I was doing wrong. This one, I'm just making mistake after mistake after mistake. I was hoping her to bait her to leave the tile entirely. Oh my god, this is... Dude, I'm playing so poorly and I don't quite understand why. I literally just had a match as Bubba where I killed the entire team at 5 gens. And now I'm playing like this. I like, what is wrong with me? And on Wraith too, like there's not even the excuse of like I'm bad at the killer. This is one of my best killers. Like I was playing so badly. I don't even remember where I downed her, honestly. Yeah, no, honestly. I'm just exclusively making poor decisions. She put a stiff dick on herself. Or a syringe, or both. Or it was... No, it was both. It was a styptic and a syringe, yeah. I don't understand why I'm playing this badly. Just back to back to back. She's gonna make me force her out. Whatever. I just... I don't even know. I don't know how I lost that one. Well, no, sorry, that's not true. No, I do understand how I lost that one. I made just like I made a bunch of fuck ups back to back. I don't understand like why I made those fuck ups. I think I'm gonna go on and end stream here just because I clearly don't have the right mindset right now to be doing this streak. I don't know. I'm making all the incorrect decisions constantly. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end here. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.